Welcome back, everyone. Yes, it's an artillery game. Yes, it's the M44. Be patient, is all I can say. This game gets really entertaining closer to the end. First, though, typical artillery gameplay. Enemies like to hide in this bush, while their SPGs do, so we'll try and shoot one. Nope, no one home. Oh well. And yes, proper discipline must be maintained, and that means that as soon as I pull the trigger, we move, because, well, I don't want someone else to click me the same way I'm trying to click them. That would be unpleasant, wouldn't it? So now I'm looking for any sign whatsoever that someone might be hiding up here, like a down trees, hit damaged fences, anything like that, while my team moves up to do something. Anyone? Hello? Bueller? Meanwhile, this is going to be VK-2801. Oh, well, hey, look at target. Hello, Mr. Stritzvong. An acceptable near miss. As a VK-2801 has taken up the very strong central position on the map. And he worries me quite a bit. Unfortunately, he's in a position where I can't touch him. So now I've noticed, first I'm looking at these two, I'm like, ooh, delicious, easy kill, but someone else has finished it off. I'm never going to hit the light tech. But there's a Cromwell just sitting in this bush back here. I'm invisible, he says. No one sees me here. I'm like, yeah, actually people do. Here, let me prove it to you. Stupid artillery. Fully aimed. Misses for, 52 damage on a stationary target. Yet I managed to hit a moving Stritzvong for almost 200 health. Go figure. Anyways, I wonder if he's still there. Well, we'll shoot the bush again and find out. And that's when I noticed this is Churchill driving down the street. And I'm like, nothing to see here. But, I mean, the M44 is pretty fast. I decide that the best defense is a good ambush. But he is taken out by our Easy 8. Yay! And so I can go back to shooting at distant targets. But that was my first taste of what was going to have some tank destroyer mode. So pop a shot at the LC. Yeah, missing by a mile because, light tank, not fully aimed, blah, blah. That's how these things usually work. I continue shifting my position. I'm still looking for opportunities to do some damage. So I see the VK-28 come out of his height, and he's coming this way. That's a pretty scary light tank. Well, think about TDing the Churchill. I guess maybe instead I'll try and TD a light tank. Call for help. He's spotted as he comes in, which just makes it real easy to line up the shot. But of course, didn't kill him. I'm going for the ram here because, well, it's the only way I can really defend myself at this point. But fortunately, he's finished off by another artillery. So now I'm racing into the city, mostly because, well, I'm trying to stay away from the enemy artillery. They have several very nasty artillery on their team. And I can see the guys in the town need some help. So we're going to do some old school stuff here. The M44 Ultimate Tier 6 Tank Destroyer. So I'm going to stop right here and line up, hoping that this Stritzvong 4257 that I shot earlier will come out sideways on, so I can hopefully attempt to remove most of the rest of his health, because he's not a very well-armored tank. And now it's just a few moments of just sitting and waiting patiently. I've got an M4 and a Cromwell in here in the city with me. The C-67 and the Wolverine holding down the flank, along with our one surviving artillery. Actually, there are two artillery down there, a LaFair and an M41. The other team is not quite so well off. They've just got that Cromwell, they've got the Stritzvong, and they've got two artillery. The Cromwell is now seen going south. It looks like the T-67 is going up to look for him. And the Stritzvong, well, he's now been spotted by our Cromwell. He's definitely not inclined to come out of hiding. Our T-67 is still looking around for that Cromwell. I decide that maybe I'd be better off looking for artillery or something up here. But there's just no sign of anything. I don't see any broken fences or bushes. Where could they be hiding? Maybe they're hiding over here, but I don't have a shot over here at the moment. So I start backing up. I'm looking to see if I can get an angle, because there was an artillery tracer coming from this bush. I really want to try and get a good angle on him. But apparently there's... You can see, I got the outer ring, but the actual line of fire to that spot is blocked by something. So after backing up as far as I can and not being able, just for a moment they'll say I've got it, I swing it back on, nope, it disappears. fine. I'll move over here. I'm just zigzagging around looking for a green line to this spot. When the Cromwell appears, coming charging in on our Cromwell, and I say to myself, oh dear, I think we need to be prepared for self-defense. So we come over here, we line up on this corner where it looks like the enemy Cromwell is thinking about popping out. Fully aimed. Hooray. Oh, there he is. Oof. I do 1 damage, but I track him in place and stun him, and our Cromwell promptly plops in, so it's a little bit of damage. The enemy Cromwell is suddenly looking a lot more hesitant about coming rushing out. And enemy artillery takes a swing at me, but hey, that's why we move. It looks like he's thinking about coming out again. I'm fully aimed, so I'm just going to carefully edge forward, looking. He's not there. Oh, there he is. For a tank destroyer kill by the M44. The enemy LaFare has killed the T-67, is now moving because he doesn't really want to get artillery by our M41. I'm not quite sure what our Wolverine's up to, but he apparently has decided he doesn't like fighting out there in the field anymore. He's moving closer to the city. That's when the Stritzfang makes his move. He's going to kill the Cromwell, and maybe not. Yep. 2 tank destroyer mode kills now. 3 total tank destroyer shots? 3? Was it 3? Maybe it's 4. Yes, it's 4. Kind of, sort of. Like if you take that fully aimed shot from overhead mode, that was within visual range of the TD mode shot. I guess not, but yay. 3 TD shots, 2 TD kills. M44 totally bounced. So now I'm advancing up behind my Cromwell. The Wolverine's moving to meet him. I'm here going, there's bound to be more artillery up there. Stop. Start aiming in where I think that guy was shooting from when the target appears. Bombs away! Balance, comrades! Alright. So at this point, the other team is probably going, what did we do to end up with this M44 on the other team? Because he is, I'm just, headshot, headshot, headshot. Now I'm guessing the left is still out there, but then the Grell pops up, and I go, ooh, Grell. But he's tucked in tight in a piece of cover because he's not dumb. He's been watching everyone getting blown up by me. His problem is that he's only got 1 gun, and there's both a Wolverine and a Cromwell closing on him, and I'm actually thinking about sneaking around this corner and seeing if I can lob a shell into him. He slaps the Wolverine in the face, doesn't kill him. Both tanks move in, and to the Grell. So all that's left now is the enemy LaFare? I don't even know how to say that tank's name. LEFHB2. LEFH-18B2, matter of fact. The LEFH-18 is actually an old French artillery piece, and the B2 was actually, it was a reasonably modern piece of French heavy tank when World War II started. So now leading my target, I can see that the Cromwell decided he really wants more to kill. So I'm just gonna have, while sitting here capping, I'm gonna watch. But that's when our last remaining ally, the South, explodes. Yep. It looks like the left has decided to pack himself in down south. He's outspotted our M41 and killed him. But if he's down there, he doesn't have the ability to shoot this part of the capture circle. So I'm gonna sit here and be ready in tank destroyer mode, just in case he somehow miraculously manages to lumber his slow self up here in time to reset before the Wolverine and I finish the match. But there's no way. And that's going to be the end of the game. I hope you found it entertaining. Let's look at the post-game stats. Yay, victory! Lots of credits. 3rd class mastery because M44 is ridiculous. And that was ridiculous, let's be fair. The M44 did a little too well in tank destroyer mode there inside the city. I felt like I was playing, I think it was pre-8.8 artillery. I think it's when 8.14 is when they did the great artillery nerf several years ago. If we take a look at the team stats here, 2nd on the team to the Cromwell because balance, comrades. Yeah, okay, it's not my highest scoring SPG game of all time. But that whole melee in the city where I was like blapping things around the corner with the M44 was just way too entertaining not to stick up here on the on YouTube. If we take a look at the personal stats, it will once again demonstrate just how crazy this tank can be. Only fired 10 shots, and yet managed to get 1,000 damage, with 4 of those being direct hits, 8 splashes, because only in artillery can you do that kind of nonsense. Picked up 52 base capture points, traveled 1.5 kilometers. People who don't move their artillery, who don't remember the SP part of SPG, really make me a bit sad. It really makes artillery play much more interesting and enjoyable. Hope you enjoyed that match. Good game, and good night.